Well, congratulations, Connecticut. You have the lowest inventory, the least amount of homes being listed, and the most constrained real estate supply in all of New England. I know. For home buyers that hear that, you say, what? That's nothing to congratulate me about. I hear you. It's a little bit of a difficult time. Anthony Lamacchia here, broker owner of Lamacchia Realty, branch office in Southington, and other offices coming to you soon. Now, what is going on in the market? I'm here to talk about various housing reports that we've put out, our mid-year report, another report that we put out about how this has been the least amount of homes listed in the first 6 months of the year, first half of any other first half of a year ever. We can't find a year. We would go all the way back to 1995. We can't find it any lower. I want to talk about that, talk about our mid-year report, and I'm also going to jump obviously into what does this mean for buyers, what does this mean for sellers, and what do I see coming in the foreseeable future. So let's jump right in, and I'm going to bring you to this. I've started every state in New England that I've done a housing report on, a video like this. We've started with this report right here, and let me read the title. First half of 2023. Lowest number of homes listed in recorded history. What does that mean? That means that's the least, we've seen the least amount of homes actually listed for sale, actually put on the market, put up for sale in history. It's extraordinary what is going on here. It's mind-blowing what's going on. When's the last time this happened? Let's take a look at these graphs and let's talk about it. You'll notice if you go to this report, and we will put it in the comments if you're watching on social media, we have almost all the New England states. Take a look at Connecticut. Bar graphs show first and second quarters every year back to 2009. It's not even close. Least amount of homes listed in the first quarter, least amount of homes listed in the second quarter. Then if you look at the half year, we did that with a line graph on top. There was about 23-ish thousand homes listed for sale in the first 6 months of the entire state of Connecticut. It's amazing what's going on here. By far the lowest. If you go back to 2009, there's nothing like it. We have noticed in some of the other New England states where we can go back a little further in MLS, seems like there was a lower point in 95, but that also has to do with MLS not being that prevalent then. We believe through our research, both national and local and state data, that we are experiencing nationally the least amount of homes listed for sale since 1982. This is an extraordinary period we're living through, but that is also what's holding prices strong. So for you naysayers who kept saying the market's going to crash, prices are going to tumble, things are going to fall out, you're nuts, okay? You're wrong, and you've been wrong all along. When COVID hit, every article said prices are going to go down. And each week, for 3 weeks, I was watching inventory go down lower. Remember, you have to have an overabundance of supply to have prices fall out, not a low amount of supply. So when that happened, I said prices aren't coming down. There's no way. Well, I was right about that, but what I didn't say is prices were going to go up 20, 30%, and that's what happened across the country. Some places even more. I'm saying it again. Now, will we see some softening? Will we see the multiple offers probably back off a little bit? Yes, I think so. But we're not going to see any collapse. Let me take you into the mid-year housing report. I want to show you that. Okay, have a look at this. Home sales down by 24.7%. Call it 25%, folks. Only 15,000 or 16,000 homes sold in the first 6 months of 23 compared to 21,000 in the first 6 months of 22. And I have news for you. 22 was lower than 21. 21 was the peak year for the whole country. So undoubtedly, sales have slowed down. But look at this. Look at prices. Look at prices right there. I'll hover around it. Average prices up by 4.7%. Call it 5. Now, if it was 1 or 2, I'd say, it's flat. 4.7%, that's an increase. Without a doubt, $496,000 average sale price if you average all the 6 months together for the start of 2023. So for sellers, this is good news for you. For homeowners, this is good news for you. But don't overplay your hand. We're seeing many sellers do that, okay? Look at this right here. Homes listed down 26% right there. Sales down 25. It's not like we have to sit here and wonder why sales are down. But there is differences. There is a difference between this and what was happening in 20 and 21. There was more demand then. So don't be fooled. A lot of realtors, even realtors, get fooled into thinking, well, the demand's the same. No, it's not. That's not true. There is less demand. The Federal Reserve is having the impact that they want to have. They have decreased demand. The thing is, they also decrease the supply without really meaning to. There's a lack of sellers listing their homes because they don't want to give up their interest rate. And as there's less homes for sale, sellers are looking around saying, where am I going to go? Presents a challenging time. So if you're a homeowner who would like to sell, who would like to buy something else, first thing you need to do is get in touch with a realtor, preferably a Lamacchia Realty realtor that will help you and guide you into finding the right home, help you line up the timing. One of the biggest concerns that we see with sell-by clients is they're always concerned about timing. They say, how am I going to time this all? How am I going to sell and buy and line up all the time frames together? Well, it's tricky, but you have to have a realtor that knows what they're doing. And at Lamacchia Realty, we have the best trained realtors, the best marketing, the best tools, best database, the most homes that aren't listed for sale. Our agents are building up a database every day of future sellers that are going to be selling in a year or two or three. Well, guess what? Some of those sellers, when we bring a buyer and we say, hey, I know you don't want to sell till next year, but we've got a buyer interested in your home. That's how our agents are able to make those deals happen and find homes for their buyers or sell-by clients. But it starts with you picking up the phone and reaching out to Lamacchia Realty, okay? Let's take another look at one more report here that I want to show you in this. There's a couple of reports I'd like to show you. Take a look at this right here. 6,000 homes that are for sale right now. Notice this says they have active inventory. By the way, anytime anyone would like to see these reports, log on to lamacchiarealty.com, but in particular, these weekly or monthly reports that we put out in Connecticut, log on to ctrealestateupdates.com. Take a look at that. 6,400 homes for sale in Connecticut right now. This is extraordinary. Last year at this time, over 9,000. Year before, in 21, there was 12,000. Year before, during 20, there was 17,000-ish. The years before COVID, 24, 25,000. That, folks, is why prices in Connecticut did not go up nearly as fast as the rest of New England. Connecticut was a bit late to the party. Well, Connecticut is having its housing price party now. So if you're a buyer that's waiting for prices to crash, you're going to wait, and prices are going to keep either going up or stay flat for a year or two and then go up again. If you can afford to buy now, if you can get qualified to get a mortgage now in the high sixes, mid sixes, 7%, do it. Do it, because in a year or two or three, when rates come down, you can refinance your way out of it. There are also ways that you can do a mortgage rate buy down. And oftentimes, you can negotiate that into the purchase price so that you can get a closing cost credit to put it towards your buy down to bring your rate down 2 or 3 or 1% in the first year, 2 or 3% in the second year, or 1% in the second year. For more information on that, log on to myratebuydown.com, okay? Step 1, getting in touch with a Lamacchia Realtor. That's all, folks. Home buyers, home sellers in Connecticut, thank you. We're excited to be in your state. Well, now I can say our state, right? I'm there all the time. Excited to be there. Wonderful market, and we have more growth coming in Connecticut. That's all. Thank you very much.